It is totally normal to feel sad and to deal with seasonal depression. So I am joined by Dr. Tracy Alloway. She is an author and a UNF psychology professor. She's going to help us get out of that and to find our joy again. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me, Jordan. It's always a pleasure.
You've got three big things that we can really utilize to find that joy again. So let's get started. What do you have?
Sure. The first thing is to call a friend. There's a whole body of research studies to show that social connection is really valuable, not just because we feel good, but the reason we feel good is because of a brain hormone called oxytocin, which is our connection, or some people even call it the hug hormone. So simply by calling a friend, you facilitate this wonderful boost in your brain, this wonderful chemical to help you feel good. So when you are feeling a little low, even if you're sending a quick message, it doesn't have to be a long call, but being intentional about finding someone that you want to connect with can be really wonderful for your own mental health.
And I want to add something to that too, because I think when a lot of people are feeling bad, depressed, sad, and I included, I don't want to talk to anybody sometimes. You know, I will refrain from calling somebody because I don't want to talk about it. But I will say, whenever I do feel better. So that is such a good point. All right, what's number two?
Number two is to create a joy activity. And this is something as a licensed psychologist that I share with my clients as well. It's easy to feel overwhelmed. And sometimes it's just even, as you mentioned, Jordan, we don't want to be around people. We don't even maybe want to leave the house or leave our room. And so I always tell my clients at the start of the day, write down one joyful activity that you are going to do for yourself. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It could be taking a walk. It could be watching the sunset. It could be grabbing your favorite coffee drink. But being intentional about that at the start of the day creates this anticipation, this excitement of something that you can look forward to throughout the day.
These are so great. Okay, what is your final one for us?
The final one is volunteering. And again, we often hear that this is a wonderful thing to do. But the reason for that is because it takes us out of our own negative ruminative state. So oftentimes with depression, whether it's seasonal or something that is more long-term, often what happens is that people will describe themselves as being in their own head. Psychologists refer to this as rumination or overthinking, where you have this loop inside your brain of an event or a thought or statements and so on. And volunteering is a powerful and easy way to get yourself out of that loop because it stops you from being inward focused and helps you focus on someone else. And so even if it's spending an hour working at your local charity or thrift store, whatever that might look like for you, whatever feels authentic to you, being intentional about creating an hour. I have clients that will volunteer at the Jacksonville Humane Society, for example. They like fostering animals. And again, this provides them a real source of opportunity where they get to escape that ruminative cycle in their head.
And it always makes you feel good when you can help someone else out, right?
It does.
If somebody does want a little bit more information though, where can they go?
I have a website, tracyalloway.com. I'm on social media, Dr. Tracy Alloway. I'd love to connect with the audience.
Wonderful. Well, thanks again so much. And if you'd like to see this segment again, head to our website, firstcoastliving.net.